Listen, Chad. We finna do a reaction to how I started smoking crack. Not me, not Plug, but this guy. Seems to be a young black guy. I didn't know they made modern era new age crackheads, Chad. I didn't know they made new age smokers. That like this guy's not a crackhead, obviously. Because crackheads, they got a certain look, a certain feel about them. This is what we would call a smoker. A smoker, somebody who can kind of function, but they do what they do. So I didn't know they were still making smokers. Maybe I'm out of the loop. I thought all the other epidemics had phased out crack, man. It's crazy.
Yo, I want to do a story time about how I started smoking crack. It was the year 2020, the year COVID came. Um, I was hustling, and the year before that, I was on pills real bad, y'all. The fake fentanyl pills. I thought they was real. At
So he's saying it was the pandemic 2020. He was on the fake pills. You know what I'm saying? He thought they was real. I'm assuming perks or something like that. He thought they was real, but they weren't. Now we see that going on a lot out here in the streets. People think they're taking real this, real that, but it's fake. And by the time they realize it's fake, they don't care anymore. They'd rather have the fake stuff. I'm assuming that's probably what happened with this guy right here. But I want to know how that led him to crack. Like,
at the time, uh, and I was on those. And I got kicked out of my mom's house like in the end of 2019. My mom kicked me out because I had cussed her out. Because like when I used to do them like on fentanyl, I do not shut up. Like it's like being drunk. It's like I can like yeah, like being on like dope, like heroin or like fentanyl.
she probably should have kicked your ass out. Just honestly, you over there on dope, you cussing her out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's only so much parents can do. Sometimes they just wash their hands with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put nothing on there, but we know what comes with addicts. You know what I'm saying? Like stealing comes along. You know what I'm saying? There's no telling what was being brought in and out of the house. You say you was hustling, so you probably use a mom's house as a stash spot. She's not trying to get raided, so it's like shit. She was probably better off, you know what I'm saying, washing her hands in that situation. I don't blame mom.
It made me feel like I'm drunk, and I do not shut up. Like I can't, and I feel like I'm damn invincible. I can say anything to anybody, and I just don't care what I say. I think that's kind of like why I don't like drinking too, because I never liked alcohol, like, and I still don't. I don't care to drink, but yeah, I had my mom kicked me out the house when I was 19. Damn, hold on, this is kind of like far back, but it kind of makes sense though. But anyways, yeah, before crack, I was already popping pills. That was my shit at the time, just popping pills. And I'm not glorifying drug use, y'all. I'm just trying to tell y'all like how this happened. Like, but yeah, I was my mom kicked me out the house, and I had just got, and this is right after I came home from college. Anyways, but I was hustling, popping pills, and running my damn mouth. And my mom kicked me out the crib, and so I had to go move in with my dad. And so I moved in with my dad, and nothing really changed. I just kept hustling, popping pills, and and then eventually COVID came.
Okay, so he's saying nothing really changed when he moved with his dad. He came home from college. He was getting high, cussing his mom out. She's something with his dad. his dad, you know, probably got his own shit going on. I mean, you was in college, you a grown man. He probably wasn't hovering over you. So
Came, and I'm hustling, and my knee gave out on me, man, because I played sports and stuff, and I wasn't always taking care of my body, bro. Like my knee, I had to have another surgery on my knee, um, and I just made it worse because they started prescribing me pills, which didn't really.
see, I know about the crisis that happens with the prescribing certain things, but it's like we got to take some accountability. He's saying that that made it worse, which it might have, but it's like you was getting high for recreation before. It's not like you was hurt and then you got started getting high because you was hurt. You was getting high because you wanted to get high. When I was sipping lean, I was sipping lean because I wanted to sip lean. Like, was I going through shit in life? Probably. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't using lean as a coping mechanism. Like, I was sipping lean because I wanted to sip lean. I like the way it tastes and feel. But we not promoting drug use. Don't use any lean. I'm clean from lean. I'm clean for everything. When I quit cold turkey. But I don't know. I feel like us as a community and us as Americans, we gotta move away from um, letting drugs be a crutch. You know what I'm saying? Stop pushing that narrative out there. Whether you honestly believe that you were going through so much and that's why you turned to this, like that's kind of leaving an open door for people to be like, well, this person was going through something and they started doing this, like shit. That it's like an okay, you know what I'm saying? Like let's stop making that shit okay. Let's tell people to deal with their problems. Let's tell people to go seek help in a different way. Let's tell people to like man, like I know he's not telling people to go use drugs, but it's kind of like this is his story. This is what he was going through. We have to change the narrative. Like that's why I'm gonna be on here and get on here. Probably one of the only streamers, content creators, whatever you want to call me, to tell y'all when I was getting high and sipping lean, it was because I wanted to, and it was wrong. We gotta identify the problem. The problem is that a lot of times people just want to do what the hell they want to do, and they mask it and cover it up over this and that. Man, we got to take some damn accountability. People getting high because they want to get high.
Really like help the situation up because it just made me feel like it just made me think it's that more cool, and then I started drinking lean and stupid like, but yeah, and then so I'm getting prescribed pills, and when them run out, like, and I'm abusing them, like every time I get a script, it's gone either that day or the next day. Like they not lasting that long, but and then I go buy some more fake pills, but had my surgery April Fool's Day of 2020. And I had to learn how to walk again, bro. I was down for like 3 months, and then I was down for 3 months, and I had to learn how to walk again. So boom, and then like soon as around the time I started learning how to walk again, and I'm still hustling the whole time I'm on crutches, bro. I'm still hitting plays, and like I'm still doing my thing, bro. Like stupid, like, but you know,
So he on crutches, hitting his plays. He's still popping pills. He said when he gets the scripts, they go on the same day or the next day. Um, Cause he's hustling too, so he's probably owing people some pills back or selling a few, or he knows that when he doesn't have them, he gotta have somebody he gotta go get them from. So he probably not being stingy with them. So yeah, they probably did only last a day.
and then I ended up taking a trip to California um, for my birthday. So like what? Hold on, 5 years ago, around this time, yeah, I went to California by myself. I was out there for 4 days, had a good time, and I came back. I spent all my damn money because I don't know. I just felt like I don't know. I just felt the need to like. I was so depressed, bro. Like I feel like an old ass man, bro. Like I gotta learn how to walk again and shit, and It's like my body just, I don't know, bro. I was just so depressed because I'm hooked on drugs and selling drugs, and it just wasn't a good look, man. And but so I come back from California, and I'm driving, and I'm smoking weed too. Like, it's crazy. I don't know how I did that. I don't know how I was.
You was doing it because you wanted to get high. You was smoking weed, popping pills, sipping lean, and doing all of this shit because you wanted to get high. That's how you rolled it up, you put some fire to it, and you smoked it. The pills, I don't know how you was doing them, whether you was, however you was using them, you was taking them, and the lean, you was either putting it in a soda or sipping it straight. That's how, shit, you went and purchased it and put it in your body. That's how. So,
Doing that, bro. Like, I don't know. It's beyond me, y'all. But like, um, so I, like, I'm getting weed from the dispensary. So like when I get back, in Michigan, weed legal just like how it is in California, like recreational. So I was like, so as soon as I get back to Ohio, I'm like, man, I gotta go to the dispensary in Michigan. And then my damn car break down. As soon as I hit Detroit, my car break down. So one of my homies, I called one of my homies, come pick me up, and but he came and got me, and I ended up just leaving my car there. And this is my first car, my first ever car.
I left my car somewhere before, Chad. I was on a road trip one time and I broke down in Oakley, Kansas, middle of nowhere, Chad, middle of nowhere. I ended up going in there, getting a hotel. Guy was looking crazy, you know what I'm saying? Big mustard stain on his shirt. I get the damn room to the key to this rinky dink ass room. It's band-aids on the bed and shit. I'm like, I gotta get up out of here. I had somebody come pick me up, man. I continued my vacation in Colorado. I left my car there. A year later, I'm driving back to Colorado. Like, damn, I wonder is my car there. Pull up over there. The car is still there, untouched. My hats was still in there. My Air Force Ones was still in there. So I ended up just having the car shipped back to Arkansas at that point. But yeah, I had wrote the car off as a loss. Like, dang, it's gone. It is what it is, man. I had just got it out of the shop. They told me everything was good. Then it breaks down, but I've left my car somewhere before too. Wrote it off as a L. Came back a year later and got my shit. Crazy, crazy.
It was a Hyundai XG350, you know. But my car break down. My friend come get me, and I'll go back to Lima. Now I don't got a car, and I'm broke. Well, I probably got like
Saying he ain't got a car and he's broke. I understand it.
$500, but just a few days before I had a few thousand. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's looking bad, man. And my people's like, yeah, man, you can if you want to start, you can take over my third shift at the spot, moving.
Now he talking about his friends say you could take over the third shift at the spot. I see where this is going. Third shift, late night. You used to popping downers, pills, and weed and lean. That's how you started smoking. It's the same story. It's the same story all the dope boys in the 80s used to get them passes on snorting powder. Same story all the dope boys in the 90s, early 2000s used to get them excuse to start snorting powder. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing that they use to get them to start snorting powder, man. It's crazy, Chad.
The other shit, I'm just like, yeah, come on. So, I ain't selling weed no more. Now I graduated. Now, mind you, I'm still popping pills. But now I can't pop, I can't be down no more. So now it's just like I gotta start doing. I'm falling asleep in the spot. Like, how the hell I'm hustling, falling asleep with all this money on me? Like, so now I start making money, but I'm still like, okay, something got to change because I just can't keep falling asleep. I'm missing out on money, bro. Like, people knocking on the door, I'm telling them.
There's no way people are still falling for this in 2025. Oh, I'm gonna start smoking crack, snorting powder and shit so I can stay up to hit my licks. We've been hearing this since the 80s, the 90s, the Uncle Jerome's, and everybody did that, man. And now here we are in 2025, the oldest trick in the book. Ever since crack hit the damn streets, people been using this as an excuse. Man, you wanted to get high. You was curious. You wanted to try some damn crack out. You ended up trying crack out. I don't want to hear that an excuse. Everything's a damn buffer, a paywall. Like, shit, let's just tell it like it is, man. You wanted to get high. You wanted to smoke some crack, man. I needed to stay up for the third shift. You was curious as hell, man. You could have got a Red Bull, man. You could have got some damn Red Bull.
I'm missing out on money because I'm too busy nodding out. Like, it don't make no sense. Like, but so I'm like, okay, I need to stay up. So I had this bright idea to start doing Adderalls, and I had done Adderalls before, but now it was just like, okay, I need to do them to stay up and to stay.
Okay, so now he doing Adderall. I done seen people pop Adderall to stay up, you know what I'm saying, a party and shit, you know. I guess I get it, but Adderall, crack, see, he was already on the pills. Hold on, Chad. He was already on the pills, so now he's on the Adderall. You know what I'm saying? That was my kid shutting the damn toilet loud. I'm sorry, Chad. I'm sorry. Anyways, he's saying that he was popping Adderall, so the Adderall's more aligns with the pills. You know what I'm saying? He was on fake pills, he was on prescription pills. Now he's popping Adderall. So the Adderall, I'm assuming, leads into crack. See, the curiosity is kind of killed when it comes to pills with him because he was already popping pills. Before smoking crack, it's like you had to be curious to just smoke some crack, man. You wanted to do that shit. You wanted to try it.
Stay high. So, I started doing Adderalls, and it's like, damn, this shit costs too much. It's like, nah, it's like, now, okay, it's now like, now it's like, I'm making money, but I'm still getting high, and okay, now I'm staying up. It's like, okay, well, I got crack, so that's an upper. And then people at this time, I remember like people were saying I had bad dope, and I remember like when I buy weed and before I sell it, I'll be like, okay, so let me try my weed first before I even to know how good it is. So I thought it would be the same thing with the dope, and let me.
Nobody says that. Nobody says that, bro. Maybe with some powder, they do that to see if they do. Nobody tries their own crack, bro, to see if it's some good dope or bad dope. You know what bad dope looks like. You know you got a tester over there. If they telling you it's bad dope, nigga, it's bad dope. What would make you want to try it? So now you was trying to stay up. You was trying to figure out if it was some bad dope. It's like the weed. No, bro. You wanted to get high. You wanted to try that shit, man. Straight up. You wanted to smoke some damn crack. You probably couldn't get off of it. If it was that bad of dope, it was probably melting in your pocket or whatever the hell was going on, man. Like, let's be real here, bro. Nobody just tries their own crack that doesn't want to smoke crack, bro. I've never met anybody in my life that sold crack that wanted to try it because they heard they had some bad dope. Crack now. We're talking about crack. Not powder, not weed. We're talking about crack. Let's be real, bro. You want to get high, man. It's all right, man.
Let me just see what it's like because they saying it's bad. So I'm finna trying to figure out how, like, and I'm trying to like figure out how it's good, who got the best, and that's where I fucked up because that's where I fucked up.
You a dope boy talking about you trying to try out the cracks to see who got the best.
But that was literally, I remember that being my thought process. Like, okay, I'm just gonna treat this like it's weed, and
You wanted to get high, you wanted to smoke that crack, and that was your thought process to make it okay for you to sleep at night, so you wouldn't consider yourself a crackhead. I've seen that happen before too. You didn't want to consider yourself a crackhead, so like you was like, man, you was looking for every excuse in the book to try out this crack. That's what it was.
and so I could stay up and so I could stay high, and I remember like I remember watching because I'm so observant. Like I'm very observant, and I just always watched them how they load up a pipe and fix it up and smoke it. So I already knew how to do it. It's just about, okay.
You was curious. You was already an addict. You was already popping fake pills and popping shit, man. You was sipping lean, you was smoking weed, you was watching them load up the bowl and shit because you wanted to get high too, and that's all right. Just admit it. Your mind was making trying to find every rational reason for you to try this crack. One day you was gonna try it, man. Straight up, you was just gonna. Some people have addictive personalities. Some people just can't say no. Sometimes curiosity kills the cat.
Well, let me. I first I was doing it in like a black, because I used to smoke Black and Mild. Back then I was smoking Black and Milds. I wasn't even smoking cigarettes.
The exact script, the same script from the 80s, the same script from the 90s, the same script from the 2000s. Here we are in 2025. He started smoking Primos. I seen him load up the crack pipe, and I know how to do it. But shit, I was smoking Black and Milds. Watch him say he put the crack in the Black and Mild, or the crack in the weed, or the crack in the cigarette. He started out smoking pretty wrong. Everybody's people, man.
Yet. I take some, I take a rock and put it in my Black and Mild and smoke it like it's in the pipe. But it never got me high. Like it just, like it didn't do nothing. So boom. Then I just was like, okay, uh,
Now he's saying the Primo didn't do nothing. He a damn lie. If he smoked the Primo, he a damn lie. Talking about the Primo didn't do nothing is crazy.
well, let me put it in some weed. Then I rolled it up in some weed, and that was like, okay, it's like, yeah, now it tastes nasty though. Like it weed, and I don't know how people was doing Primos because it just wasn't it. I didn't like that. Like it was not a good. I probably did. I think I did that once. I think I might have. I think I only did that one time. I might have did it twice, but I think I only did it once, and I put it in the backwood. Like that was fucking the nastiest shit I ever did.
Smoking crack out of a backwood is diabolical. The 2025 smokers, crack smokers are crazy. Out of a backwood, do you know how much weed and probably how much crack he put in there? This is a backwood we talking about. And a Black and Mild. Black and Mild not small either, bro. That was a lot of probably crack he was putting in there talking about that didn't do enough.
But so boom, I did that, and then I didn't like that, and I don't know, probably like a week later. So now it's around like Thanksgiving, and I remember this day, this exact day, like it was yesterday, and I was at the spot, and nobody there, right, and
Chad, I got a couple uncles that smoke crack. You know what I'm saying? I done seen this shit go on in my face. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple uncles that smoke crack, man, and a lot of this same shit that he's saying, I seen it happen like 80s, 90s. The same stories they was telling, man, like smoking Primos, graduating, like this shit goes on everywhere in the country, man. Like it's crazy. 2025.
I think my uncle had like, I left something for my uncle and he supposed to leave the money there, but he ended up not leaving the amount of money he was supposed to bring, and it just pissed me off. And then I was just so mad, and I was just sitting there like, man, fuck it, I'm about to try this shit, bro. Why this shit? Because this shit, why is this shit so damn good? Like, why?
I told y'all he was curious. Fuck it, I'm just about to try this shit. Why is this shit so good? My uncle done ran off with the money and shit. I'm telling y'all, man, he was curious. He said all that to say he was curious about smoking this shit, and that's what got him caught into it, man.
Like, what make these, like, I just had to figure, I just needed to know what the fuck it was like. For some reason, I just had to know. And I went to the store and got me a pipe, because he already had the char boy there. It was already some at the spot. Like I said, I already knew how to, like, you know, load it up and shit. And I'm all by myself. Like, nobody was with me. And I forgot to mention, I had asked, because I remember being around, I remember being at the spot, and I remember like this girl that eventually became my girlfriend. I asked her to let me hit her pipe. This was probably like a couple days before I actually go do this shit on my own, and she like, no, she wouldn't let me. I'm like, yeah, just let me hit, because I thought it was so fucking fascinating blowing out all that damn smoke. I always just was fascinated with smoking, period. Like, I always thought smoking was fucking cool, like just being able to blow smoke out. That's why I still like smoking. I still think smoking is fucking cool. I love smoking, you know, like, just being honest. But I got damn asthma. Like, it don't make no fucking sense. Why do it's stupid. But anyway, she never let me hear her pipe, and that's why I went and did it on my own. Like, so I went to the store, and when I'm driving, when I'm going to get this pipe, well, I go get the pipe, and then when I'm leaving, I feel this dark energy, bruh. It's almost like I felt darkness, like the devil watching me. Oh, I'm getting chills talking about this shit, because I just remember it so fucking vividly, dog. Like, I remember feeling something like I'm knowing my life is about to change, because I'm about to do this shit, and I'm.
That's your damn conscience. You was a hustler. You know you weren't supposed to be smoking no crack, especially being a hustler. That was your conscience.
No, I ain't got no business doing it, and I'm just knowing that something's about to change, bro. But I just go do this shit. It was such a weird feeling. That's why I'm getting chills now, because like I remember that feeling, like just pure darkness, and it was nighttime, but I go do this shit anyways, right? Mind you, I'm all by myself, bro, upstairs in my room at my spot, and at the time, this is the best shit I ever had. I paid the most for this, you know, what I'm saying, for the little onion.
So he done bought a zipper work, talking about he got taxed on it, so now he want to try it. His first zip that he trying is some face cracker straight out the pipe. The other dope he was trying, I guess it was some woo wop the bam. Now he got some face cracker, and it's his first time he done went bought the pipe by himself, and he's finna try it.
You know what I'm saying? But and it was yellow, and it was flying out of my pocket, bro. Like, so I think that's what really made me try too. Like, damn, this shit going faster than everything else, so let me try this right here. You know, I put that motherfucker on there. I loaded the thing up, put that thing on there, man. I hit it, and before I even blew the smoke out, my thing got hard. I'm like, oh shit, this the best fucking feeling I ever felt. And bro, to be honest, from that moment until like a week, I can't remember what happened in between, like that first time Like I'm pretty sure I beat my meat that day, like right then and there, right then and there. But like I can't remember like what happened that following week, bro. Like it's blurry to me. Like I remember smoking so much. Like I remember just keep. Like, I didn't know how to smoke or anything, and then eventually like old girl who I asked to like load my pipe up because we was already getting cool homies.